feel so unprepared for this video. I'm so dirty. So dirty. Wipe it on my pants. It's a ridiculous face. Hey guys, I just wanted to share my eyeshadow palette collection with you today. Now I will be doing a separate video for Morphe, so I do have a couple of Morphe palettes, but I'm just going to save those for that video. And then I also have single shadows from ColourPop and Makeup Geek, and I will likely do a separate video for all of those. So just let me know if you guys like that idea. If you don't really care to see that, that's fine too, but we'd love to hear from you. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the smaller palettes that I have. I have 3 kind of miniature sized palettes. I was really disappointed when I bought this. I purchased it off eBay and it actually came from like Thailand or something. So it's probably fake. Anyway, so yes, I wouldn't recommend doing it that way. They are really pretty colors. I'm just not a huge fan of, I don't know, they're pretty, but it's not something I reach for. Like, I have these type of matte shades in most everything else, so I pretty much rarely think to grab this. Like, I really never grab it. So that's kind of a dud, I would say. So I don't think the formula's bad. I think they blended out well, but it's just kind of a dud to me. So I don't really know, I hadn't really thought this through really. I was just kind of gonna share these palettes with you. I think I'm just gonna share the palettes today. I'll talk about their texture a little bit, but I don't really think I want to get into swatching them in this video. If you guys want a specific like tutorial from one of these palettes specifically, let me know. I do have a tutorial from a couple of them already, and I will just link that below. But yes, next I'm gonna go in to this Smoke Balm palette. This is also by The Balm, and I actually really like this palette. I got this specifically for this deep green color. Last Christmas I wanted to do a really dramatic eye with a deep green like that, and it is just such a beautiful color. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. I don't know if you can see that now, but it is just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And the other 2 are nice too. The next is this little Smashbox Full Exposure, and my mom got this for us for Christmas. We each got one, and I love it. It's just so pretty. The shadows are really pigmented. These shimmer shades go on really well. I do use like either a glitter glue or something underneath of them, but I really like it a lot. And it's the perfect little, I mean, if you want to do something dramatic but on the go, it's very, very easy to travel with. So I really like that a lot. So I used to have I had the Naked 1 and the Naked 3, and I really love the whole Naked palette line. Oh, I also had the Naked Basics. Lindsey had gotten those for me, but we had a house fire and I lost those. So I now have, which I just got for Christmas, the Naked Smoky, which this is just such a beautiful palette. I still can't get over it. And I do have a video with a tutorial on this palette, and I will link that below. But it comes with a brush. That's one thing that's really nice about palettes, is that they usually come with really high quality brushes. So you're gonna see everything else, but this is such a beautiful shade range, and I really love this palette. I've had a lot of fun playing with it. Smoky eye looks have always been a little bit scary to me, so I think that this palette helps me kind of dig in without feeling as intimidated. So that's another one. And then I have the Lorac Pro palette. Now I got this one for Christmas as well. And this is the Lorac Pro. This is the Lorac Pro 3. And mine is so messy. I'm sorry guys, I meant to clean this. But it came with like black shadow all over it, and the black one is literally completely intact. So I don't know why. But so I would say that I'm not as much of a fan of their packaging, because this is literally just already a mess and it's just gonna get messier. I mean, but it is a pretty color, and it is like a soft touch kind of matte packaging. So I do really like this shade range. I think they're really pretty colors. Pretty neutral, which is good for me for like an everyday palette, so I really like that a lot. But yeah, this is my first experience with Lorac. I think these blend really, really well. The shimmers can be really nice and pigmented if you use like a base under them. I'm obsessed with this terracotta color. I don't know if you guys can see that super well, but oh, I love that color. So pretty. I love those for the crease. The next palette that I have is the Kylie Cosmetics palette. This is the bronze palette. Now, I do really love this. I was excited to try this. My sister got this for me for Christmas. It's also very messy. Everything's just gonna be messy, guys, sorry. So I really like this a lot. I think these shadows blend very well. They do kick up some dust, so I like to tap the brush after I've loaded it, and then I don't get a lot of fallout. And the shimmers are not super shimmery. I think with a base, if you use a base under them, like I like to use the Color Tattoos. I like to use these as a base. But if you use a base under them, then you can get a pretty good amount of pigment from them. But they're still not super shimmery, so it is a more subtle look. But I think you can do a lot of really cool things with this palette. So I really love it. And these shades are like my love language when it comes to crease colors. So I enjoy that. Another palette that I got that actually really surprised me, this is the Tartelette in Bloom. Now, I had actually told my husband that I wanted this for Christmas last year, and then I also purchased it for my mom for Christmas. And well, I used it on her and I just wasn't that big of a fan. Like, it didn't blend that well. It wasn't super pigmented. I couldn't really build on it. And I think now that it was because I didn't use a base, and then also maybe it just didn't work as well with her skin type. So this goes to show that something that works for me might not work for you, or it might not work for, you know, just like even within the same family, it didn't work for both of us. So, but this palette really surprised me. I absolutely love this palette now. Now you're gonna see everything once again. All of the lighting and stuff, but I love this palette. It's got some really pretty colors. It does have these shimmers. I had read bad things about Funny Girl, that it was kind of inconsistent palette to palette, but I've gotten a lot of shimmer from that one. So I think that one turned out really nice. And I just feel like I can build some really, really nice smokies and like some really nice smoky looks with these ones. I love the color Smoke Show. It's a really good black that's not super like it's pigmented, but it like blends out, like it's already partially blended out, if that makes sense. Like, it looks like it's partially blended out when you apply it. So it's not like that harsh black line when you directly apply it. But I really, really love it. All right, the last two palettes that I have are Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I love these. I bought the Master Palette by Mario, and I will say that I'm not as big of a fan of this packaging. I think it's pretty. I like the gold, but I think the Modern Renaissance has better packaging. I am like getting stuff everywhere. So anyway, this also comes with a brush, and these colors are just really, really unique and pretty. All of them, like, I feel like this palette is kind of one of those ones, whoops, that, I don't know, it's just like, when you swatch each of these colors, they're just their own kind of magic. I really, really like this palette. And these colors are super pigmented, they're really blendable, very creamy when you swatch them. I really love, specifically, probably my favorite colors are actually Claudia and what's this one called? Bronx. I love this color is Isabel too. That is another favorite. That's like, oh, it's just such a good color for the crease for a warm shadow look. So I love that. And then lastly, I have this palette. This is the Modern Renaissance. Now, I like drooled over this forever. A friend at work got it. She told me about it. She was like, you have to get this palette. And I just still didn't. And then by the time I decided, okay, I really, really want that palette in my collection, it was sold out. And I thought for sure, oh, well, whenever Anastasia Beverly Hills comes out with a palette, they just are out for a few days and then they're gone. Like, and that's the end of it. Well, anyway, then I learned that this was going to be in their permanent collection. Well, still, every time we went to Sephora or Ulta, they never had it in stock. And Ulta for months, like maybe for most of the year, said that it was not in stock online either. So finally, I was able to order it this last December, in December. And it is just gorgeous. I absolutely love this palette. Like, I cannot get over, oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. I cannot get over how much I like this palette for it having these deep red and pink tones in it, because normally that is not, like, that's not my go-to for makeup, and normally I would be scared by that, but this is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes, and I do have a tutorial for this look, so I will link that below if it's already up. If not, I'll update it and link it. But I just absolutely love it. I love, oh my gosh, I just love so many colors in this palette. I can't even name them all, but this golden ochre is a really pretty color to kind of, I mean, you can use this in the crease, you can use it all over the lid, I mean, just everywhere. This is another good crease color. And then this Buon Fresco, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know, I could be doing that totally wrong, but it is just this beautiful blush. I mean, it literally is the same color as the packaging, which this is gorgeous. I absolutely love this. Like, it's like a faux suede kind of packaging, and it's gonna be trashed and super dirty. It's already getting dirty, but it is just beautiful. And I love that it has like a color that's so similar to the packaging inside. But yeah, so that was all of my palettes. Like I said, I do have some Morphe palettes, and I will be doing a full Morphe video in the near future. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Lindsey is also sharing hers, so they'll either be before or after this.
Hey babes, it's Lindsey, and this is going to be my portion of the palette collection video. And I'm not going to show you my palettes in any particular order, really. I'll just start with whatever I have here. So I'm going to first show you the Kylie cosmetic palettes that I have. I have the Burgundy palette and the Holiday 2016 palette. And the Burgundy palette looks like this. There's so many like bright and fun shades in here that I think I can use this like going into spring and summer especially. So, I mean, especially like this hot pink shade right here in the center. Love it. For spring, I think that will be beautiful. And then the Holiday palette, it has a few matte shades in it, but it's mostly, well, it looks like half and half. But it's gonna be hard to show this one because it is so shiny. I'm excited to try this blue shade in the center here. I have not played around with that yet, but definitely plan on it. But it's got like silvers, purples, greens, blue, burgundies. So it's just got a little bit of everything to play around with. And the names are kind of fun, like Nutcracker, Silent Night, Gingerbread, Sugar Cookie. Cute names. Next I have two of the Naked palettes. This is the Naked 3 Urban Decay palette, and my palettes are not the cleanest, so don't judge me. And this one actually fell on the ground, so it's missing these two shades here, unfortunately. But I have all of these shades, so I guess it works, it does the job. It's something that I gravitate to really on a daily basis. And let's see. Next I have the Urban Decay Naked palette, and this is the original Naked palette. And I hit pan on this shade because it's more like of a neutral shade. A good crease color, and I actually used to use that color. This is Naked. I used that for my eyebrows for a long time. Don't do that anymore, obviously, because it's gone, but I actually haven't really picked up these palettes very much frequently. So I've kind of gravitated more towards my Lorac palettes because I have so many of those palettes. Well, there's 3 of them, so whatever. But this is the original Lorac Pro palette, and I obviously liked this shade here. This was like a mauve-y, it is called mauve, so it was a mauve color. And I used nude a lot, and I used cream a lot too, which is this one here. And I really do like this palette. They have really a nice range of shadows, like the whole top row is mattes, and then the whole bottom row is shimmery shades, and you can do a lot of looks with it. The black is very black, and the espresso, which is like a dark brown color, is very brown. So if you ever need like a good outer V shade, this would be a good palette for you probably. This is the Lorac Pro Mega 3 palette. This I believe was a limited edition palette, and I love it. There are so many shades here, and you get a really good variety of colors in here, and I love the big mirror. Like, I love mirrors and palettes. I think it's amazing. But this is a good palette for mainly fall. I feel like it has a lot of fall colors, but it also has like some shades that you can use like every day pretty much. And then like this shade down here is more like the spring color, but yeah, I like this palette a lot. So there's that one. And then the two Morphe palettes, I got these for my sister for Christmas. No, for my birthday. Yeah, for my birthday, my last birthday. And these are the, so this one is the 350 Shimmer palette. And these ones are really, I love how many you get for relatively inexpensive. But this is a really nice palette for pretty much any look. I mean, any time of year really can, there's so many shades in here that you could just come up with something for any time of the year probably. And then I have the 350 matte palette. So they kind of go hand in hand, which is kind of cool. But this is the matte version of the palette. So let me actually put them side by side. So like you can kind of see that they go like, they go together. So it's kind of cool. But I really like those palettes. But my all-time favorite palette that I own is the Mi Vida Loca palette. And I haven't really been able to play around with this one too much because it has mostly bright colors, but it's more of like a springy type palette. But oh my gosh, when you open this, look how amazing. Like, it's a color wheel. How cool is that? I seriously love it. But I love that there's like neutral shades that you can wear pretty much any time of the year, so you actually get to use this palette more than just in the spring. And then it has like a wheel of these bright colors, and I want to do a video soon of me using this. I want to do like a rainbow look for you because I did one over last spring and I loved how that look turned out. Like, normally rainbow on the eyes just looks a little crazy, but it was so much fun to do. Like, I just love playing with this palette. Like, it's amazing. But oh my gosh, like, look how beautiful this purple shade is. Like, look how pigmented that is. It's insane. And I just love, I love it. And this one's like shimmery, so there are like shimmery shades in here, but there's also matte. So I mean, I guess they all have like a little bit of a shimmer to them, but mostly. And then all of these, most of these in the center are matte, except for the Skulls shade, which is this like shimmery, it's a good like below the brow shadow. And then Lyric is also a good below the brow shadow, brow bone, the brow bone, that's what it's called. So I am obsessed with this palette. This is probably one of my favorites, mainly because I just love how unique it is. But that is the extent of my palette collection.
I hope you guys enjoyed our palette collection, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, just let us know below. Also, let us know if you want to see any of these palettes swatched out or a specific tutorial with them. We would love to accommodate you. I don't know if that's like a cool way to say it, but we'd love to make that happen. Okay? Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna go eat some Chipotle, so I hope that you guys have an awesome rest of your day whenever you're watching this. And if you like this video, don't forget to like it on YouTube, like officially, make it official that you like it. Just kidding. But yeah, it's not official unless it's on the internet, right? Anyway, no, if you like it, don't forget to like and subscribe below, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Have a good day, people.